This video should be called, What Don't You Collect? Hi, this is Movie John, and don't adjust your YouTube picture. Yes, I am juicy. But yeah, I collect a lot of things. This video called What Do You Collect? And I want people to respond to this video too and do a video response telling me what all you collect. Everybody knows I collect movies, and over the years I've dabbled in collecting figurines and toys and all this other crazy stuff. But today we're just going to talk a little bit about it and, you know, what do I collect and slow collections and everything else. I'll explain all that stuff in this video. First of all, yes, I do collect movies. I collect Blu-rays, I collect DVDs, and I still collect VHS from time to time, mostly horror. I've got them scattered all over through the place. I've got shelves full of VHS. I've got them in the bookshelves and in behind figures and all this stuff. Some would say I'm running out of room. I don't think it that way. I think I got plenty of room. I like it to be busy. And my son and Rousey have both said it's really busy in here, and that's the way I like it. So I'm always going to collect movies in some format or another. I even got some CEDs. It's just the Friday the 13th ones. Don't have no beta, don't have no laser disc or anything like that. I did have a few before, but I got rid of them because I didn't have no player. And the only reason I'm keeping the CEDs that I have is because it's Friday the 13th. This is my favorite franchise. I got them real cheap. I want to keep them. Can't watch them, but you know, I got them on VHS. I got them on Blu-ray. Used to actually have them on DVD, but now my son's got them. But I'm always going to collect, you know, movies and stuff. I collect wrestling figures. Now, over the years, I've collected the LJNs, the old big ones from the 80s that I grew up with, some Hasbros. I've collected some newer ones. I've got rid of some of the newer ones here recently because I just wanted certain ones. Now I'm kind of narrowing it down because the wrestling collecting is a big collection within my collection in my room, but it's getting a little overhand. It's getting a little crazy, I should say. So I'm trying to stick to the basic. LJN figures is my favorite ones to collect. I have a lot of the AWAs and stuff too, but the LJNs are my favorite, and I could collect any of them. It doesn't matter who it is. If I can get a good deal and they're in decent shape, I will probably buy them. Same as the posters that I'm starting to collect now. Yeah, from them because they came with posters. But some of the newer ones I did keep. A lot of the Elites, I think I'm going to start collecting Elites because Elites are a little bit nicer and everything. And they do come with a lot of extras and stuff, so they are really cool to collect. So I will collect some of them still. And maybe some of the older ones from Jakks Pacifics. Some of them was alright, like the classic Superstars and stuff. But that is a big collection within my collection. It's wrestling and movies. And then we're going to talk about slow collections. Alright, slow collections is something that I collect, but I'm not always hunting it. You know what I mean? And I want to get it almost closest to complete as I can in really good shape. And it's usually a pricey collection at that, like the mask figures with the vehicles and stuff. That is one that I've only got a few, and I've got them all from the same place, from 80s Toys, and it's took like 2 years just to get these few vehicles that I got, and I want to get them in as good enough a shape as I can. They're not completely. Some of them are, some of them aren't, but I want to get them close to it, and there's still a few more that I'd like to get. So the slow collection is something that might be a little pricey, that I just come across some here and there, and I will pick up. Starting lineup figures. Yes, I started getting into them in the past few years, and mainly at first I thought about just getting the Laker ones, my favorites from the 80s and 90s, because I'm a Laker fan. And then it turned into getting some other ones here and there because I just like the look of them. I wanted to just try to get the first few years that they had out, not really completing the whole thing, but then I came across some other ones, and hey, why not? Just get a few ones that I like and keep collecting off and on. So it's a little bit of a slow collection there too. Another slow collection is Jurassic Park. It is was a real slow collection at first, but then it's kind of the last year I picked up quite a bit of stuff from Jurassic Park. Not just Jurassic Park, but Jurassic Park The Lost World Part 2 and Jurassic Park 3 vehicles and stuff. Beforehand I never had got into vehicles and stuff from figure lines and stuff, so that's pretty cool to collect too. Another slow collection has been the Ninja Turtles from the 80s and 90s. A lot of the vintage ones from them. Them are really cool to get too. I only had like 2 or 3 for a long time, and then all of a sudden I'd come across a bunch of them. I'm not really out always looking for them and hunting them down or whatever, but if I do come across them pretty cheap like I have these, most of the ones I've only paid a few bucks for at yard sales and stuff. So that is another slow collection that I have. Being a movie fan, yes, you got to get into movie posters, and sometimes that's been a little slow too for a while, and then till recently I picked up a few other ones here. Not all of them's got to be original. Some of them I've had original ones and stuff, but I do like to try to get some of my favorite movies poster wise, you know, old or new, if they're in really good shape or whatever. But yeah, and get them shrink wrapped or get them framed is definitely a must for me because I'm picky and I like to display it really nice. And I've got probably 8 or 9 right now that's in a sleeve thing together that's not framed or not shrink wrapped or anything that I really want to get done. Will in time. You know, one time I used to collect comics, and you got to protect the comics and stuff too so they don't get tore up. Same way with that. You got to collect your posters. You want them to look nice and don't get tore up, especially the old one sheets and stuff from like the 80s and 70s or whatever. Some other collections is just stuff mainly from movies. You know, toys from like the 80s and 90s that were part of a movie. You know, one time that movie came out and they came out figurines and stuff. They're doing that a lot nowadays with NECA and stuff. Some of them are really cool. I thought about dabbing into that every once in a while. I've got just one of them. That's the Jason Voorhees one from Jason Lives. But, you know, I thought at one time trying to collect all the Jason ones from all the movies. They're out there. They're a little pricey sometimes. And you can't talk about collecting movie figures if you can't talk about Star Wars. You got to talk about Star Wars, you know. The Black Series, yes, I've got a few of them. That's a slow collection growing too. It's, you know, most of them has came from 80s toys. I did get, I think, one from Welcome Back Collectibles of Larry's. Most of them I bought loose except for one. I did buy one from Jason at Spookables. That one was brand new. That was the Chewbacca. But all the other ones have been loose, $10, $15, you know, cheap. I don't want to spend $30, $40 for a lot of them. And it's nothing that I really go out and hunt down big time too, so it's a slow collection. Just getting my favorite characters from all the Star Wars movies. It doesn't have to be the originals. It doesn't have to be just the prequels. It's every one of them. I've got a mixture of all of them right now going on. So that is really cool in my collection room, I should call it now, instead of just the movie room. And over the last year or two, I started to get into Battle Beast. They're from the 80s, little figurines. I only had like 3 or 4 that I bought from Jason at Spookables, but I just recently got a really good haul at a yard sale, well, really a flea market. About a little over a month ago, I picked up like 19 of them for like 12 bucks. Real good deal. And I looked these up, and it's about a $300 value. Now, yes, I am collecting, and I do buy and resell on eBay and stuff, and I could sell them off and make good money, but it's something I wanted to keep because I already had a few of them, and they're kind of hard to find, you know, out in the wild. And I thought that was great that I actually found some that cheap in the wild. So that is another slow collection that I build here and there. Another one is the California Raisins. They're not really hard to find. I passed on a ton of them. I probably could have a lot more than I already have, and but I you know, I just passed on a lot of them. Sometimes I just don't know what I got, and I just don't want to get doubles. So yeah, that's another slow collection growing in my collection room too. Scooby-Doo figures and stuff. They're really cool. They just came out here in the last few years. First I got the whole gang at the antique store. Me and Rousey went out of town one time, and here and there I will pick up some. Mainly I've found the bad guys. That's the ones I want, like the ghost guy, the guys, the villains I should say. I will pick them up on the internet from time to time. You can't really find them in stores anymore. So if I find them pretty good, cheap deal, I'll go ahead and pick up some of them. So that is a growing collection too, but it's a slow growing collection. So main things, I'm getting ready to go to Fanboy Expo next, this coming Saturday. And so what should I look for? You know, there's so many different things that I like and I collect and everything. So what would I look for? I think I'm going to try to focus on some more LJN wrestling figures for once. I want some really good ones. Sometimes you might have to pay a few dollars extra. You're not going to get them for $2 or $3. If you do, they're usually tore all to pieces. But I would really like to find a few more of them. All the ones that I have right now are not even displayed because I'm kind of in transition of selling a few of the newer basic figures, you know, that they have out, and I've got a trunk full. I also collect ECW figures, the first line that they came out with in the late 90s, so that would be cool to try to find some of them that I don't have. And the ring, I want the ECW ring really from that group there. That would be really cool too. But I think I want to try to find some Battle Beasts too. I really like them little dudes, and maybe some Jurassic Park stuff and some turtle stuff. Every little thing. I'm just going to see something I got to get in this. This will be my first toy show ever to go to. I've been to conventions, just Scarefest, stuff like that. But I really want to look for some of that stuff, you know. And there's just anything movie related that's kind of old. Another line that I would love to get is the Rocky toys, figurines from Phoenix Toys that came out in the 80s when I was a kid. I'd love to find them, but I want to find them complete. I want to find them with their gloves, their trunks, everything looks real nice. It's kind of hard to do in case you pay a lot of money. So that's something that I've been on the hunt for years. And the Karate Kid figurines made by Remco in the 80s too, with their gi and stuff like that. So them are really cool to find too. I actually had a few of them years ago, and then I sold them like an idiot and got rid of them. But that is another group of guys that I probably would love to look for at this show, but I think they're going to be probably a little high because of the Cobra Kai movie and stuff coming out now, or a TV show I should say. So otherwise, other things I collect, I do collect cars that's related to movies from Matchbox and stuff like that. I've shown over the past few years. So, you know, find something really, you know, maybe like an A-Team van or a kit from Knight Rider. That's a few of them I don't have in my collection right now. So there's many collections within the collections, but they're small, slow collections, I call it. And it's just things I like to dabble into. And I get on kicks sometimes where I will just buy a bunch of different ones from something if I try to find. Try not to go to eBay as much. Every once in a while I will if I just get a fire under my ice and just want to pay a few extra dollars. But this toy show is really going to be cool. I can't wait to go to it and check it out. So if you're going to be at Fanboy Expo in Knoxville, Tennessee, I almost forgot where it's at, this coming Saturday, and you see a bald guy walking around with turtles in his hand, give me a yell. That's it for this video. I hope everybody enjoyed it that collects a bunch of different things like I do. Give me a video response. Give me comments. Try to do a video and mention me in it, and watch my videos and give me some watch hours. I need more watch hours to get monetized. But I would really love to see people that's going to do a video like this do a video and show their collections and stuff like I have. I'd love to see what else everybody collects out there. That's it for this video. Till next time.